Probably one of the most debated reseller topics of all time is, does ending and selling similar work? And if so, why? And if so, why not? Well, I'm here to give you guys a little bit of revised information on my opinion. But I'm going to say yes. And I got proof to show you guys why I say that it works now. A lot of you guys might know I was a proponent of not ending and selling similar, of not doing any of that type of stuff for most of my eBay career. But as of last month sometime, I was forced kind of to jump on the ending and selling similar bandwagon, simply for the fact that I had to end a boatload of listings so I could go on vacation. And since I was doing that already, I switched over from Vendu to Auto Posture. I don't recommend anyone do that. I personally was more happy with Vendu than I am Auto Posture, but that's neither here nor there. Since I had to end and sell similar, all of my listings, all 7,500 of them, they all got restarted. I'm going to show you guys some items in these sales today that would have been marked down to 80% off had they not been relisted back at full price. And a lot of them sold for some pretty impressive money. So I'm going to show you guys those items. Some of those items are really going to be surprising. So how were sales for you guys yesterday? It's been kind of a slow few days. What do you think, guys? I don't know what's going on, but I do know that with this Donald Trump stuff going on, there's probably going to be like a panic going on in the world. This is why you guys need Jesus. So I'm going to just leave that there. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some of these orders, guys, and show you guys what I got going out. So I've only got 44 items going out for $939, which this, is not surprising to me. So unbeknownst to you guys, I haven't been sourcing in, I don't know, over a week. So what I've been doing is launching 10 listings a day for like the last week and a half. The rest of the listings that have been going up have been ending and selling similar. And with that, I think the combination of all that, me not listing the 30 a day that I was, in addition to all of my items going back to full price, has slowed down my sales, along with just the month that we're in is a lot of traveling. Last week was 4th of July. So right now we're still sitting pretty good month over month. I'm still up versus what I was a couple of months ago. So I'm not really complaining. But I do think all that stuff had a little bit to do with it. Now, I think that the ending and selling similar, along with me listing these 10 items a day, has kept my sales afloat. But without that, without the ending and selling similar, I don't think that I would have had as high of sales that I had. Now, the caveat to this is, guys, ending and selling similar alone is not going to be what drives the needle. Don't think that you can just end and sell similar your whole store and you're going to see awesome results. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is ending and selling similar is netting me about a 20 to 30% results, right? So 20 or 30% of the listings that I'm ending and selling similar on, I am selling. Is it supplemental? Like, would I not source and just only do this? No, I don't recommend doing that. I don't think that the method works well enough for it to be what I rely on to get the bills paid. So with that being said, let's jump into some of these items. All right, guys. Now, all these items are items that were ended and relisted back at full price. They all sold. So not all of them are super awesome, but some of them, like this one, this is a Bonobos button-up shirt. I got this listed at, I had it listed at like, I don't know, I want to say $15. Someone offered me $9 on it, I believe. So I accepted it. This right here is a polo shirt. This was that Bonobos shirt, men's medium. This polo shirt right here was a men's small that got relisted and sold for a best offer of $10.50. Now, all these items would have been 75, 80% off. So like, $3-4 a piece, something like that. This Old Navy dress right here, women's medium, sold for $12.75. It's actually a tank top. This is the dress, Croft and Barrel dress, women's extra large, sold for $15. All this stuff would have been marked down really, really low. This Jack Daniels t-shirt, men's 3XL or something like that. Let's see. Men's large, I'm sorry, way wrong. Sold for $11.47. This got ended and relisted at $13. It was originally 15 bucks. Got marked all the way down to like $7. Got relisted at $13.50, and I accepted a best offer of $11.47. So those are just a couple of examples. Now this one right here is going to be the most shocking of all of the ending and selling similar, because these are vintage Abercrombie and Fitch cargo paratrooper shorts. Now these were on sale. These were on sale for very, very low. Probably all the way down to as low as $4 or $5, right? These sold at full price of $70 after getting ended and selling similar, and listed back at full price. These have been listed for well over a year. 13,885. That's a very old number. I'm currently on 25,600. So this is over a year old, and they sold at full price just by getting relisted at a full price, ending and selling similar. How am I telling everyone to go out and end all their listings and sell similar? No, that's not what I'm saying. Am I telling everyone to sign up with Auto Posture? No, that's not what I'm saying either. What I'm saying is I don't think that I would have been able to make these full price or close to full price sales without ending and selling similar. I would have had the markdown sell on just giving these items away, and I would have lost out on the opportunity to make much more money on those items had I not sold them closer to full price. So the question one would probably ask is, Marcus, are you not trying to do volume? Yeah, I'm still trying to do volume. I absolutely would love to do volume. The sales just aren't coming in though, with traffic being the way that it is. I don't know if it's due to people being on vacation, if it's the items going back to full price, or a combination of all that. But what I did last night was I took 3,000 items and put those all on sale for 30 and 40% off, and then I put another 1,000 or so on sale for 50% off to try to see if that's going to kick in some of this volume pricing sales again. And we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted on that over the next week or so, let you guys know how that turns out. Give it some time to ingest and see if the sales can pick up from that. But all in all, selling less items to make a little bit more money, I would much rather sell many more items to make a lot more money than sell less items and not make the money, which you guys know that I tried this last year. When September or so rolled around, my focus became selling as little items as I could for the maximum amount of money. My sales also did not do that well then either. So for me, the volume is the way to go. That doesn't have to matter to everybody. Volume doesn't have to work for you. If you want to sell 10 items in a week and they all go for $30 to $50, that's great if you could find those. I can't find those in large enough amounts to make that my only business model. But also, with the experience that I'm having right now, even the high dollar items, they sell, but they're not selling in large enough amounts for that to be my only business model. I do have some more high dollar items to show you in these sales. So let me get back to pulling these items. Now, before I get into these next handful of items, there was a viewer of the channel, Stacy, that made a comment that said, when I talk about how the low dollar items are not worth showing you guys, that I may be like disrespecting some buyers of the items. My goal is to not sell you guys items. So if you guys do buy an item and you hear me say that like an item that I sold for like $2 or $3 or $4 is not worthy of me talking about, it doesn't mean that the item is low quality. It just means that the item wasn't worthy enough of enough profit margin for me to tell you guys it was an item that you should sell. I'm not in any way degrading my items. I'm not in any way degrading anyone that shops with me. But what I am saying is if an item sells for under $5, why would I tell you guys to, hey, go pick this item up? It sold for under $5. It's not going to be worth it. So no disrespect meant to any of the items or any of the buyers. I just think that if you guys are going to get value from something, you're going to want it to net you a decent amount of profit for it to be worthy of your time to pick up. Hopefully that makes sense. So this Guy Harvey shirt was another end and sell similar. It was listed at $15 at first, got relisted at $13.50, and it sold for, let's see what that sold for. That sold for $11. This right here is a pair of Wrangler jeans, men's Men's 38-30. Those sold for a best offer of $17. We got these Miss Me Girls youth size 10 cut off shorts. These were actually jeans that got cut into shorts. I have no clue why anyone would want their young daughter wearing these type of shorts as short as these are, but those sold for 18 bucks. We got these women's Miss Me jeans. Those are skinny leg size 24. These sold for a best offer of $16. So I accept it. This was a Nike hoodie, just a pink Nike hoodie, women's size medium, and I accepted a $15 best offer on that. This right here is a pretty cool item. Can't really see it, but it is the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz on a vintage Warner Brothers Studio store tag. That is a men's 2XL. 2XL is a pretty good size in t-shirts for men and hoodies also. I accept it. Yeah, this sold for a 10% off coupon of 35 bucks. So pretty decent flip there. That was a newer listing, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. I got a few more items that I want to show you guys too. I really am satisfied with the newer listings and the prices that they're selling for. This is what I've been outsourcing most of the time, is like this type of stuff. Miss Me. I'm always picking up Nike and even Wrangler, guys. Although this stuff does get marked down to lower sales prices, it moves okay for me, but I have a lot of it in my area. So I'm not like saying Wrangler's a bolo by far. Am I saying that? But if you have something Wrangler-esque, and by that I just mean like if you have something in plenty in your area to pick up, by all means pick it up. For instance, Bo lives in Oregon. Nike's from Oregon. He has no shortage of Nike there, so he picks it up and he sells it. Me, on the other hand, I do find a lot of Nike, but not all of it's worth picking up. So I pick up what I do know to sell, which is like hoodies and joggers and sweatshirts and stuff like that. Nike tees don't do that well for me, so I don't pick those up. You got to know what sells for you in enough an amount to make your profit. Pick that stuff up and pick as much of it up as you can. All right, guys, so I got a few more items right here that I'm going to show you. I don't think I'm going to get around to showing you guys the Poshmark sales, but I will go over these items with you. These are all newer items that got listed over the last week, so pretty quick sellers. This one right here is a Czech Republic shirt. This one didn't get listed over the last week. This one got listed a couple of weeks ago, but still pretty quick seller nonetheless. This sold for $13.50. Now this did get listed last week. This is our Hurley quarter zip pullover with the tribal pattern, men's medium, sold for a best offer of 20 bucks. Then we have these Ruka shorts, board shorts. These sold, they're size 36. Those sold for a best offer of 12 bucks. Those sold pretty quickly. Those were only listed like a week. This also was listed last week. And the funny thing about it was, as I was just talking to my brother about this yesterday, our birthday was yesterday, and I was thinking about giving this shirt to you, and then boom, it ended up selling. This is a National Parks Project t-shirt. It's a men's medium, sold for 13 bucks. That was only listed a week. This was listed last week too. Vintage St. Louis Rams tee. I had it listed for 15 bucks because there's a big old stain on the front. Somebody offered me $5. I declined the offer, and then it ended up selling for full price, so satisfied with that. And then I had this Minnesota Twins tee. This was listed a couple of days ago, and it sold for $10.80. That is a men's large. And then this last item that I'm going to share with you guys is one of those Frank and Eileen sweatshirts that I showed you guys a few videos back. I got around to listing this last week, and it sold for $80 on a best offer that I sent out for 20% off. So pretty happy with that. Sold very quickly. I do have another one of these, and then I have two Frank and Eileen sweatpants to flip. So hot as heck outside, guys, and all these hoodies and sweatshirts and pullovers and stuff like that are selling. Jeans are selling pretty well, but as you see, a lot of t-shirts are selling in shorts too. So I'm not going to discount picking that stuff up when I go out to go sourcing tomorrow. But really do hope that you guys got some value from this video. I hope you guys' sales are doing way better than mine. That's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.